Hi!
Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome back to our recap of The Next Prince, episode 12.
I'm no more murder board for that thing.
Yeah, I feel like the murder board is pretty much done.
Not that done. And we still have who attacked that night. Like the night of his mom dying and his mom, everyone's mom apparently dying. We still don't fully know what happened there. We know that he was like, hey, like, wink wink, nudge nudge, look over there, but like that's all we know.
I don't know. I don't. I mean, I feel like maybe. I mean, there's still 2 episodes left, so
Yeah.
Who knows? But
Who knows?
a lot was revealed this episode.
Yeah.
A lot went down this episode.
A lot went down this episode.
A lot of death this episode as well.
My God, Jesus!
It was like
Christ.
one after another after the other.
Oh my God, I couldn't breathe during that episode. I was like, shit keeps happening. Like, they didn't even get. I was like, it's gonna be the competition, and then like, it was like 2 seconds of the competition. It's like, oh, people are actually trying to murder us in this competition. Cool. And then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse progressively.
It was like plot twist after plot twist after plot twist throughout this whole episode, and it was great. I had a great time with this.
It was. I will say, it was a very entertaining hour.
Yes. But how was your week this week? I realize that's kind of redundant for me to ask you that, but I figured if you want to share.
So we had the same week. I was in New Hampshire and we hung out. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a vibe. We basically, for like a good day straight, we just watched BL quizzes and fan videos and half of Hidden Agenda.
We did. I finished it. Did you finish it?
I didn't finish it. I was going to finish it on the bus and I downloaded all the things, but then I didn't finish it because my ADHD medication kicked in when I was watching one specific creator and I just kept watching their videos. So I didn't finish it. I was gonna do it last night and then I got home and I was so tired from work and I was like, I'm just gonna go to sleep. So after I watched remember I told you about that one guy who was starting Until We Meet Again and he was like trauma from minute 1.
Yeah.
I started watching that and he's only had got like 5 episodes up so far, but I finished all 5 and I went, God, I miss this show. Like
it's so good.
And then I went on his channel, and he has, like, a bunch of other ones, including Bad Bunny and Not Me, and I'm like, I know what I'm doing today, so I'm gonna be doing that today. And I'm gonna try and finish Hidden Agenda after I do all that, because I want to finish it.
It was, I finished it, I personally really liked it.
Oh, I want to finish it, oh my God. Yes. But yeah, we literally, aside from going to the fun spot where we did mini golf and bowling, we mainly just watched BL content for 2 days.
It's true, we did.
I mean, would you expect anything else from us?
Yeah, it was fun. It was honestly, it was a great time.
It was a really fun time. I had a blast. It was a good vibe. I liked it. Aside from the humidity, I was having a good time. Yeah,
the humidity was not great, but yeah.
So bad. 10 minutes before bed every night, I would go in there and I'd turn on the AC and the fan to just like turn my room into an ice box by the time I went to bed.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
Oh Christ! But it was fun.
Yeah. Also, the finale Pit Babe happened. I watched that.
That's right. I saw it popped up going finale.
Yes. Essentially, a whole fight broke out in a compound or whatever where Tony is.
Yeah.
Charlie ended up draining Tony's power of resurrection. So then they both kind of died, quote unquote. Charlie and Tony. But then Charlie, because he had his resurrection power, he was able to resurrect himself.
Yeah.
And all that stuff happened. Yeah. And it was pretty much happy. I mean, Kenta and Kim kissed. It was great. It was great. They, like, came in and they were, like, fighting everyone because remember Kenta has, like, the immunity power or whatever?
Yeah.
So he would, like, hold himself and Kim and, like, would turn his back to the guy shooting at them. So he would take the bullet, and then Kim would shoot them. So it was, like, Kim with, like, the gun and kind of, like, the shield. And they would, like, keep doing, like, back and forth. It was great. It was so good. And, yeah. Though the ending did confuse me, because I guess it was, like, Charlie and Babe's wedding. But also, maybe not. And it was maybe just, like, a cast thing, celebration thing, because Tony was there after dying. So I'm like, I think it was more of a cast, like, in that way. I think it was like a castle celebration thing. I don't know. I was slightly confused, but all in all, I got Kenta and Kim, so I'm happy. Anyway, the next Prince.
Oh my lord.
Episode 12.
Apparently the new episode 11.
Yeah. We start off with Pseudodad getting a card saying meet me in the Golden Horse Clan.
Mm.
And we don't know who it's from, though. And then this is like the archery competition, but from the inside of the Shark Clan, where, Prince Wasin decided to throw, he's kind of like hosting it. He's throwing the party.
Just throwing the party, hosting everything. Yeah. Nothing big.
Also, Calvin's here.
Yeah, so he didn't get, I thought he got called back, and he didn't get called back.
That's what he said to Jay in the previous episode, but then he's still here, and I'm like, I don't know why he's still here.
Yeah. Maybe he just, I mean, it depends maybe on how close the competitions are to each other. Maybe he got called back, but, like, his trainer, coach, or boss, I don't fucking know, isn't due to leave for, like, a day or so, and so he's attending this. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I literally have no answer.
We saw him in the background. I think he was talking with Beitai or something.
He is, yeah.
And then the king compliments Wasin for the great job he did at hosting this. And he's like, thank you. Now, if I would like to ask for permission to root for Kanin. He also says this right in front of Papa Phoenix and Papa Slytherin.
Mm.
And we see that they're both kind of like, that was kind of rude, okay.
Yeah, like, yo, what about my kid? Like,
yeah.
Also, the king, by the way, who we discovered this week, was in Until We Meet Again.
Yes, the king is, was it Korn's dad?
Korn's dad, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And then I think Kanin's dad in this was, Parm's uncle, who was also the king's son.
Fucking mental.
It's nuts.
We were just sitting there watching like fan videos or quizzes or some shit, and up pops this man's face, and we just look at each other at the same time, like,
wait, what?
Hello?
Yeah.
It was so funny. So he's shit
learned
everywhere.
That as well.
He's shit everywhere.
Yeah. So far, every character he's been is that bad.
Yes.
Yeah. So then the archery competition is about to begin, and each competitor thinks back to things their father told them, good or bad, and then they're off. We see each of them do pretty well. Nothing really to note here other than the fact that by the end of the first round, quote unquote, or how it stands currently, it was 80 points for Ava, and Kanin and Ramil were tied with 75.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was very close.
Yeah. Pretty close.
Yeah. But then the screen goes dark, and it says to be continued.
Yeah, I thought it was like, oh, we have an intermission in the archery competition. What is it?
Yeah. And at this point, Sharon gets a text, and we see him kind of sneak off.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
And then we hear bombs.
Ah.
And then we cut to the actual archery competition where the bombs are going off. Fortunately, they seem to be just smoke bombs.
Yeah. Yeah. No big damage, which is interesting.
Yes. And then the king is like, okay, send soldiers to get Kanin and bring him back. Not caring about Ava.
Yeah. Don't give a fuck about the other two. Just go and get Kanin.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sharon sneaks off, and Ava and Peitai, no, not Ava, Mira and Peitai notice that. And so they both sneak off as well to follow them.
Love interests. Let's go.
Yes. And so in the forest where the archery competition and the three heirs are, Ava falls and twists her ankle. And they start getting shot at with arrows.
Yeah. So she falls into... I thought someone shot her in the ankle. Maybe I misread that.
I think she was like dodging an arrow and then fell.
Gotcha. So we didn't get shot in the ankle. That's good. Honestly, that's better.
Yeah. She's like about to get shot and jumps back and then falls and then twists her ankle. And it's to note that the arrows are arrows. It's from those clans. I think Ramil is the one who says like they're trying to set us up, make it seem like we're attacking each other.
Exactly. And it would
because there are our own arrows.
That's a good plan. I have to give it to him. It's a good plan.
Yeah. And so because Ava is injured, Ramil volunteers to carry her on his back and help her out because she cannot walk.
We're working together, guys.
I love that
too.
Because I know that, like, you know, Ava and Kanin only see like the mask of, like, arrogance that Ramil puts
Yeah.
on. But, like, this showed, and it shows them as well, that when it does come down to it, he does, like, he's not an asshole. He does care about them, and he's willing to help them.
At the base, they're all in the same boat, and I think they all know that, like, somewhere, and it comes out here, which I really liked.
I did too. I really liked that moment. It was just like a nice little.
It's like, great, let's work together.
They are friends in some way.
in some way we are friends. At least we're friendly.
Yeah. Yeah. So then Sharon shows up at the starting place for the archer competition and sees everyone's dead.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, what the hell happened while we were gone?
And Sharon calls one on his watch, and he's like, hey, I'll see you at the designated spot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he runs off, and then Peitai and Mira show up and see all this as well. And they're like, and they just, again, keep following, trying to find their own. And then back inside the building, Ciudad shows up.
Just like in uniform.
With an envelope.
In uniform, expecting to like not be killed. And I'm like, I mean, okay, this is a play. Like, what are we doing?
So he comes in with an envelope and says that he did not mean to escape and run away, but he was constantly being watched, which made it difficult to perform his own duties.
Yeah. And I don't think it was the king doing it. I'm pretty sure it's pretty confirmed in this, right? That
we'll get there later, but I'll get there. I have a theory on how this happens, but we'll get there. Anyway, then he hands over the envelope to the king, and we get flashback to Ciudad meeting actual dad, and they both talk, and they're like, "Hey, we both want to protect Kanin, and I don't want my dad to know this." Because, let's be honest, he only gives a shit about our clan and them being
And he knows that, so, like, more points to dad. Like, that he knows.
For sure. The fact that he's, like, aware of this, and he's like, this is not good.
And for half a second, I really thought your theory about they were lovers was gonna be right. I really thought for half a second.
Okay, no, that was not my theory. I saw on Twitter, and I laughed, and I sent it to you.
For half a second.
And it could be. It still could be.
I really thought for half a second. I was like, bro, is this actually happening? But then it like I was like, oh, okay, no, okay.
I mean, honestly, I feel like by the end of this, Kanin's gonna have two dads.
Fully. Oh no, absolutely.
Whether in a relationship or not, he's gonna have. Oh
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So like,
make what you will of the situation.
Ciudad goes and talks to someone, who tells him about that Kanin is getting a new coach. And it's going to be sent by Papa Slytherin. And he's like, what's the name of this coach? And he says, Joe.
I'm like, oh god.
And he does some research and finds out that Joe was one of the soldiers for the Slytherin clan, and then became a top tier fencer. That's what he finds online.
So it's all pointing towards Slytherin. But I was like, that's too easy. No, there's something else.
And that's what he says. And he's like, at that point, all signs pointed to the Slytherin clan. But turns out they were just a scapegoat.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew they were a scapegoat. Let's fucking go.
I was too. I was like, that's too easy.
It's way too. If it was them, I would have been like, oh, what in the poor writing is this? Like, it would have been way too easy.
Yeah. Or at the very least, if the Joe stuff was Papa Slytherin, then there would have been other things. Would have been other people. I feel like, at the very
there would have
been
more shit going on.
But they didn't get to call. And they're like, hey, so Joe's profile was fabricated.
What?
It was faked.
It was faked. It was a fraud.
And then we cut to when Ciudad met with Vedish, and this is when he got the text. And we cut back to a scene with Papa Slytherin and his bodyguard. And Papa Slytherin is reading the article about Joe, and he's like, how could this happen? And the bodyguard says, don't worry, this can't get back to you. You are merely following Prince Wasin's advice.
He's been in everyone. He was in his ear. Oh my god.
And we cut back to the text that Ciudad got, and it was, you're right, Coach Joe's services were under Prince Wasin.
Shit.
Who, in case you don't know, because we've been referring to him as Papa Shark this whole time, that is who he is.
Yeah. What a shoe drop. honestly, I wasn't expecting that. Which we had him on the board. Did we have him on the board? We did. He was one of the last people added.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. We were more thinking he was gonna be like a who's your daddy
yeah.
thing. So we weren't thinking more of him as
we weren't thinking of him as an antagonistic force.
It didn't make sense.
It makes sense, like, yeah. Like, now that we've seen
hearing this whole backstory,
yeah,
I'm like, oh, this
with the backstory, it makes sense. Beforehand, I was for some reason, like, I don't know why I didn't add him to the suspect list sooner. Like, I just saw him and went, oh no, he's fine. Like,
he's probably
yeah, like there was nothing up here that said, oh, it's him. And I think we added him just for posterity to the suspects list because we had all the other papas on there.
I will say, this episode, I was like, wait, it's either going to be Papa Bujar or Papa Shark.
I had no fucking clue what was going on.
When I was watching that, because it was weird, because you know how Wasin goes and like he's like, oh, everyone, let's go. And then all the other kings and like princes are all there talking. Yeah. It's like they're all there except for him. And I'm like, that is definitely intentional.
Yeah.
Because then we get the scene where they all turn to face Wasin and he's just like there. And I'm like, I knew it.
That's just like, oh my god, I was just like, that was when they all turn to face him like that, and he's just looking at them, and his face suddenly gets more like angry. Like, I was like, oh fuck up. As I said when I watched it with you, I was like, this is like the new long twist. Like, this is like the holy motherfucker. Nothing will ever be as good, but still a holy motherfucking shit.
So then we get another flashback with Suda talking with Fetish, and he's like, I can't believe this with Prince Wasin. I can't believe it. And Fetish is like, really? Like, I mean, let's face it, everyone in that royal family is selfish and will do whatever it takes to get power. Like, that's all they care about.
We did not think about that for him. At earlier points, we didn't.
When I was watching that at this point, I thought that was the case. At this point. Because he's the only one without an heir.
Yes. At this point.
So he'll never be in power. His clan will never be in power.
But before this, was there any point where we were like, could very well be him? Like, usually when we were talking about the power, where I was like, oh, everybody wants power, and we would list off everybody. Papa Slytherin, we'd list off Papa Phoenix, we'd list off the king, we'd say, hey, maybe even Papa Prince. But at no point did we go, and obviously Papa Shark.
I don't think we did much. No, if we did, it was just like in passing, and we kind of like dismissed it. But like, it wasn't like a hardcore like thing where we like state our claim. That's great.
I feel dumb now.
Yeah, me too. So then we see that Vedish was the one texting Sharon, saying, "Hey, something's off," which is when he made his escape. And so then the king orders them to restrain Wasin, as all the king and the princes are escorted out. And Wasin and his men start shooting, and then Pseudodat and Vedish start shooting as well, and this whole big blowout.
Jesus. I was really.
Fortunately, no one's injured in this.
I was really scared in this moment that Pseudodat was gonna die. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, shit, he's about to get shot, but no, he survives. We're good.
Yeah. So then, back in the forest, we see the heirs running through the forest. And there's an archer who aims his arrow, but then Sharon shows up, knocks the arrow out, takes out his gun, and shoots him.
Let's go! To the rescue!
And then Sharon meets up with them. He reunites with Kanin, and shortly after, Mira and Peitai join them as well. So the 6 of them are now there, making sure everyone's okay. And this is where Sharon reveals that the pearl that Wasin gave him was actually a tracking device.
And we literally talked about this. We were like, it's not as big as the other one. This is a different kind of pearl. Didn't he fucking listen to him about what pearl he wanted? Like,
but we did say that this would come back because it was such a big deal, and we were like, this is gonna come back in some way, shape, or form, and it did. And I'm glad.
No, it was like this.
Was not the way I expected. But it did come back, so I will give us that little point.
We predicted something, even though it wasn't the way we thought it was going to be predicted.
And so this is where they all learn the truth, that Wasin was behind everything. And Ramil assumes, which I feel like everyone assumed at this point, was because he has no heir, he wanted to get rid of everyone else for power. Yeah. Which is what, honestly, at this point, I kind of assume that too.
Honestly, and I think, is his, like, goal basically to take out the kids? Because then, like, they don't have heirs, right? And
we're about to get his backstory in a second.
yeah.
We'll talk more about that too. Because I think I see what he was trying to do in a way.
I kind of do too, a little bit, but like, oh, there's no fucking moms in the picture, so who knows?
Well, we get flashbacks of a mom, so we'll hold on.
Yeah, but like maybe that's why there's no moms in the picture. What happened to them?
So then, Sharon and Kanin make it at the docks, where apparently all the other Golden Horse Clan members are coming, and sure enough, on cue, Prince Horse and the King show up as well, and then Wasin shows up, points their gun, and it's a standoff.
Yep.
And this is where Wasin reveals his actual motives, which was the fact that the King ripped his loved ones away.
Crazy. How did I not think about this?
Yeah.
We knew that the main problem with the mines was started in Manangerine, I think it's what it's called. We knew it was started.
No.
Yeah.
It started in the Golden Horse.
No, like the problem is because the mines are located there. That's why everyone, when he went to the kingdom, was having lung problems. You don't see those in the other clans, like kingdoms. It's kind of spreading from there. That's where the mines are, and so that's where the protests are. That's where everyone's trying to stop it, because everyone is sick there because of it. And so, and through all this, I cannot believe I didn't click. It's like, this guy's wife died, and there's a sickness problem in this kingdom, and I did not connect the two at all, and I want to slap myself for it.
Yeah, so we do get a flashback to where Prince Wasin and his wife are talking with the king. And he talks about how his wife was born in the Golden Horse clan and is concerned about the air pollution. And during this whole conversation, we do see her cough a little bit, indicating that she is also sick as well. And he's like, okay, you know what? Like, I will look into that. And then the two of them go to Papa Slytherin, asking for his support about this mining law. And he's like, sure, I can help you with that. And then they go to Papa Phoenix. And again, same thing, just asking to help, people stopping lung cancer. And he's like, you know what? I can help with air purifiers. I can make those, and that will help everything. And they're like, great.
I don't know, because I knew that was bullshit. I didn't know it was bullshit, but I was like...
You did. I did not.
I questioned it. He said, like, air purifiers. I was like, this ain't really a problem you could just fix with air purifiers. I feel like it's a bit beyond that point. This feels like a too far gone kind of situation for air purifiers. And then it was bullshit. I was like, of fucking course. That's why I'm fucking...
Yeah. Then we cut to the wife dying in the hospital bed.
Damn.
And we get a flashback to the king talking with his bodyguard. And the bodyguard asks, he's like, shall I inform the miners? And he says, no need.
No need. He wasn't going to fix it.
Yeah. And then we cut to the his wife actually dying. And as he cries, we get another flashback to Papa Slytherin. And one of his guards give him like a receipt and stuff. And that how, because of all the lung and allergy medicine that's been introduced, his hospital is up by 200% of the profits. So he's like,
keep
great.
Them sick. Yep.
And back in the hospital, Wasin looks over at the air purifier run by the Phoenix clan. And flashback to him just like smirking, being like, this all worked out for me. I get money now.
It was all their motherfucking faults. It was literally an everyone did it scenario.
Yes.
I don't want to give a spoiler, and I said it back when we watched it, and I don't know if you've seen it, so...
What?
It reminds me of a movie/book. And I said it when we were watching it, but I'm sure you haven't seen it or read it. And I don't want to spoil it for anyone else, because it's a really good twist. Motherfucker. Okay.
Can you say what the movie/book is, and then?
Well, no, because then everyone's gonna know exactly what the twist is because we're people talking.
Oh, then maybe not. Okay, then never mind. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that.
Okay, I'll tell you after. But like, if you guys know what okay, all I'm gonna say, I'll say the author's name. Agatha Christie. And so if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what.
Wait, hang on. I've heard that name before.
Yes, you have. She's an author. She's a mystery author. From the 1920s, I believe. She's written a lot of
Christie books. Oh my gosh, she had a lot of books.
Yeah, she has a lot of books, bro. Like, she was a author. She wrote a lot.
Was it the one in 1934?
I don't know. She's written a lot. What do you mean?
Well, I don't want to say the name. If you look up her thing, it's like the first one there. 1934.
Let me see. Agatha.
That's actually one I've heard of, so I think that might be it.
Books. It is that one, yes.
Yes, okay, I figured.
Yes. And the twist is the twist. So, yeah, like the whole book goes through, like, them, trying to figure it out. And then you realize what it is, and it's like, oh my god, that's such a great twist. So, if you guys know what book / movie I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. But, like, it's the first thing it reminded me of. I was like, oh, that's taking me out just like the other one did. It's so good. It's such a good twist. And I like whenever anyone does it. It takes me out every single time. I never think about it.
So then Wasin vows to cause every single one of them pain and torment far beyond what happened to his wife.
Yeah. I'm wondering, was she pregnant with their son? Because he said my son would be your age.
That's right. He did say at some point that his son would have been Cunnin's
So we know he had a son. So, and we don't see him at all in this, so I'm wondering if she was pregnant. And then she died.
She could have been.
We don't, maybe we're yet to find out. But, like, that's, I don't even know. Maybe. That's a guess. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
Maybe. Anyway, then Wasin tells them all to say that, yes, my wife died from preeclampsia.
Preeclampsia.
What?
Preeclampsia.
That one.
Lung cancer.
Yes, pretty much lung cancer.
Yeah.
In hopes of that one, if not all of them, would realize this and then maybe change their mind or feel some sort of guilt or sorrow.
Mm.
And they didn't give a fuck.
They didn't give a fuck. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because they all just went, in their minds, they went, hey, that's another person out of the competition. I could be king next with a better chance now.
No, I don't think with that. I think it was more just like, oh yeah, like this is like more like it. Like again, it helped Slytherin's hospital. It helped with the Phoenix's air purifier. I think the king may have thought that because we see no reason why the king wouldn't do that. He was just like, no need, we don't need to. But like the other two had other motives, which I feel like it was more for that.
Yeah, I see that.
But the king probably was like, yeah, no, great, one less.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Something to worry about.
Jesus.
Because he knew Cunnin was alive somewhere in London, so.
True, but was this before or after?
I feel like it must have been.
Yeah, was this before Cunnin was born or after Cunnin was born?
I feel like after.
And also, was it before or after the attack? We don't know. There's no way to know.
I don't know. Maybe.
We don't know.
Well, at the very least, he knew that his son was married and like was gonna have a child at some point, probably.
Yeah.
So like, regardless, the king knew he would have an heir.
Yeah.
And that wiping out Wasin's wife would prevent him from doing so.
Damn, that's cold.
Yeah. And then back in present day, he starts yelling. He's like, my wife died of lung cancer because of your careless mining operations.
Yep.
And now you got lung cancer too, which is what he's sick of. And I did not
connect that at all. I did not connect that either. I was just like, old man, sick. Like, I didn't think about the reason. Like, my brain must not be working during watching this show. Like, what the fuck didn't I connect? Why didn't I connect any of this?
Well, that's crazy to me that the king literally cares so much about his clan and not himself.
Yeah.
Or his family. Like, he is so, like, that's like a weird sociopathic thing.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh, I'm dying of this thing too, but I don't care. As long as the clan is more supported and does it, then all is good.
He cares more. He cares more about his bloodline than his the life inside of it. Like whether like he doesn't even care about like Cunnin's life. He cares about Cunnin's ability to give power to his bloodline.
Oh, for sure.
Like, there's like, it's weird. Like, there's like, he wants him to live, but not for the right reasons, you know? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. And he says, like, all you care about the capitalists and whether they'll support you and give you your family power. That's all you give a shit about.
Honestly, you know what? I support him. Anti-capitalist all the way.
I honestly did not blame him for this.
Yeah, like as he was saying all this shit, I started to be like, actually, he's making a point.
Yeah.
I was like, oh dear.
But then Sharon shoots his hand, knocking the gun out when he starts getting closer to firing it. And he's like, why are you protecting him? Like, why would you defend someone like this? Don't you know he's the one who caused your mother's death?
Yeah, I need to know more about that right fucking now. That's what we need to figure out by the end. Okay, should we figure it out by the end of this, or should we figure it out by the end of 13? I feel like we'll find it out in 13. So we need to figure it out at the end of this. Who did what? And I feel like we don't have the information to make the decision. But if we think...
I think the king...
But we missed so much that was obvious that we could have very well figured out.
Here's the thing. Do we think she just died of lung cancer too?
No, because it was
like maybe there was a car accident, but she had lung cancer, was dying, or like
it was the I still maintain it was the night that Kanin was saved and shipped off to the UK, and that his mother died.
Right.
I think they all died the same night during the same attack. The question is, who did it? Who had the most to profit from that?
Well, Wasin said it was the king.
But why would the king profit from that? I mean, you could try and find like a sympathy angle there somehow. However,
I was gonna say so he could adopt quote unquote Sharon and raise him to be a bodyguard, because
no, that's too far to go.
Because we know he had a passion for art, and like, what if his mother said like she didn't want Sharon going into the bodyguard family business, and told the king that, and he's like, oh, I understand, I respect that, whatever, and then went to get her killed.
No, that seems too far to go. All that seems too far to go for him to be doing that. I don't think he would. Just for the bodyguard. Just like you could find other bodyguards, honestly. Like, just because one family of bodyguards decides I'm gonna go, or like my son's gonna go, or I don't want him to do it, you could find one 2 feet away and be like, be my bodyguard, I'll pay you this much money. They'll be like, sick, I'm in. Like, you could find, I know they won't be as loyal. That is the only problem. But I don't think he would cause all of this for that. The only thing I can see being who would profit most from it is if what we figured out before, the king was saying shit and talking about the bloodline and Kanin winning the competition when he was a baby, and the mom and the other mom said, let's fucking get out of here. Something went down and they said, let's leave. I don't think they're dead. And if they are, it's because, I will say, if they are, it's because the king did it. Because he found out they were leaving. But I think the ones who were gonna try and get out, like try and leave, and what was the cause of the attack was them wanting to leave in the first place. I'm gonna stake my claim there, because I don't think anyone else had as much to profit from it, unless it was just a situation that happened, or it was a fucking accident. But I don't think it was. It was. They said it was a whole attack, and a lot of guards died that night, including Kanin's mother. So I am gonna put my money on they wanted to leave. But why would she leave without her son?
Well, Kanin's mother took Kanin, right? And then that's when they like scooped him up and like
no.
Away.
Why would Sharon's mother leave without her son?
No, I know, but I'm saying Kanin's mom took her son. Sharon's mom left her son.
Yeah.
And knew that she wouldn't be coming back for a while, if ever.
And she did know that. Yeah.
She knew she was like gonna be either killed or not being able to return for like who knows how long. We saw that in the scene. She looked like, I'll miss you. Like, I ain't coming back for a while. So like, why would she leave her son then? Like, exactly. This is where I'm stuck. Like, who the fuck did it? It's gonna suck. Well, also, so does he have a snake bracelet, Mr. Papa Shark? Or was that just a wild goose chase that we were sent on? That may have been a wild goose chase, and I hate that ends up being the case.
No, we were so sure about that fucking bracelet. But we definitely know who did it now, though, is the problem. So I don't know why that is the thing. Maybe it's to throw us off, but then that makes no sense for the narrative, you know? All we have for the timeline of the night of the attack is Charon's mother saying goodbye to him, guiltily, and leaving in the rain. Possibly the same rain, definitely the same rain, because he's wearing the same clothes, when he finds a bloody windshield in the middle of the road. And somehow that ends in the death of Kanin's mother, possibly also Charon's mother, and Kanin being shipped off somewhere. And that's all I got, and I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, the thing is, if they were gonna leave, she would have took Charon with her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
So that's the only reason why your theory on that doesn't make sense to me. Is like, why would she leave her son?
True, but why would she say goodbye to him like she was leaving?
Unless she's like extremely selfish and was like, "Hey, I'll leave," and then he'll end up being the bodyguard, and they can raise him to do that. I dip out.
I don't think she would.
But if that's the case, that's extremely selfish, and I don't want that to be the case.
I don't think she would do that. I think that's what's throwing me off. Is like she wouldn't leave him, but why did she say goodbye like she was? Maybe she just knew that tonight was going to be extremely dangerous, and she might die. And there was a good chance that she wasn't coming home. Because she would rather die protecting the princess. You know. She was going to die protecting the princess, or the next princess. Like, I don't know.
I still think my theory of the fact that she didn't want her son to do this kind of thing, and the king got mad at that. And the reason he got mad at it, I think, would be because Charon told us that his family swore their allegiance to the king, to the Golden Horse clan. And so the fact that the king was hearing that Charon's mother was breaking that pissed him off. We know he doesn't care about people, he cares about his clan, and that's it. So the fact that someone is pretty much breaking a truce agreement they had would piss him off, and honestly, he might go kill her.
But would he also kill Kanin's mother? Would he also kill the princess? This is where we're falling apart here.
If she was gonna abandon the Golden Horse clan, then yes, because that proved that she would not be loyal. And do you remember what clan she was originally from? The Slytherin clan.
She was. That's a very good point. She was originally. We have to take that into account. Okay.
So he probably didn't see her as like a pure Golden Horse clan member. He saw. Oh damn! That actually made me think that might be more the case than what you said.
Okay. I
will say I feel like both of our theories are like could work. Like I don't hate either of them.
I mean,
the only issue
honest,
I have with yours is why she would abandon.
Why she would? Yeah, that's my issue too. That's my one little roadblock. I kind of see your point as well. Because okay, let's take this. The king saw that she thought always never liked her because she was always part of the Snake Clan, and he never liked the Snake Clan. That was like we know this about him. He's never liked them. So
for sure, he sabotaged Vermillion the whole competition.
So if his son married someone from the Snake Clan, I think he never approved of her. I would think, like, I would be like, he would be like, "Oh, this horrible woman," blah 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 blah. So what if he planned what if she knew about the planned attack that night? I'm going around. What if Charon's mother knew about the planned attack that night? Knew that the king was planning to attack the coach or whatever because he did not approve of her, and he decided on his own to kill her, or to have her be killed so that he could take Kanin and raise him under the guise of the Golden Horse clan and not anything Slytherin. Like, not let anything Slytherin touch him. He was worried that she would teach him all about the Slytherins, you know? Yeah. So what if he planned this attack so that he could kill her, or make sure she died, take Kanin under his own wing, and do all that shit? Ended up killing Charon's mother as well, because she knew about this plan when she tried to help her leave. Maybe she was coming back.
Yeah. She honestly, she could have just been guilty by association.
Yes,
like
she could have been planning on coming back.
Crossfires.
She could have very well been planning on coming back, but knew about the plan and was helping her leave. And then he went, not fucking happening. Killed her. Killed Charon's mother, who knew she was gonna die that night if it came down to it, because she wanted to protect the princess. Took Kanin, shipped him up to the UK, and then brought him back and was like, "You're a golden horse person. You're only a golden horse person. That's fucking it. And you will win this competition for us."
But obviously didn't, because he wasn't known to be a prince yet.
Yes. But that way, he at least wasn't touched with this, Slytherin growing up.
Yeah. And honestly, that would explain why Sharon's mom said goodbye to her, because maybe she was gonna be helping them settle down in the UK for a while.
Yeah.
Until she got settled before coming back.
Yeah.
So that it would be a long trip, she thought, and maybe not like a final goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like we've built a solid theory there.
Okay, I think this is a good theory moving forward with that night.
Okay, I feel like that's all we've got. Honestly, I can't find anything else, so let's take that and roll with it.
But anyway, after Wasin says that it was probably your mother, Sharon starts stepping forward, maybe to shoot him again. But then the king's bodyguard turns around, aims a gun at them, and he's like, "Hey, everyone drop the gun."
I was like, what the fuck now?
Turns out, his sister was Wasin's wife.
Oh my god, what a plot twist!
And he shoots the king.
He shoots the king.
I did clap when he shot the king, though, I will say.
It's like he shot the king like in the stomach too, or something like that. It was like around there, and that's a pretty bad wound. It's a bad thing to shoot.
Yeah.
Bruh,
and so then he starts revealing his backstory.
Oh my god, more backstory.
He knew he was there when the king told Sharon about the tea from the UK.
And he went, oh!
Wait, so then he told Wasin about it.
Tea, you say.
And then he set up the fight outside the bar, so people would be like, "Oh my god, that's Sharon, the bodyguard," and like, "Oh, Kanin was there," which would make the king mad. So then he would try to separate them.
The only reason that I could see the snake bracelet being a plot point is if they brought it back by saying one of the people that are dead that tried to kidnap Kanin in London had a snake bracelet on them. You should know this, Your Majesty. And then it would pinpoint it on Slytherins, and they would be the scapegoat again. But it didn't come back around. All that they found was Emily police badge.
We do know that they, right off the bat, they thought it was the Slytherin clan.
They did, yeah.
That did happen. We
didn't. We weren't doing anything yet, but we were nudged towards a snake bracelet. So I feel like they also tricked us. So
yeah. But then we see that he also sent the people who attacked Ramil as well. Mm-hmm. And then they said, "Oh, it was the king. It was the king." My thought is that they got their orders from the bodyguard. The king's bodyguard. Yeah. And so they thought he was saying it from the king.
That's a very good point.
That's what I think with the whole king stuff. Because
we were like, what?
Because that's the only way it can make sense to me. Because I do think they genuinely were being honest when they said that, but they thought they were being honest. Interesting. They weren't saying it because they heard it from the king's bodyguard, so they thought he was just messaging from the king, not realizing he was in cahoots with Wasin.
That's a good point. I will take that. The only other way I could see that going is that Prince Wasin knew that the Slytherin clan did not like the king and the Golden Horse. He knew about the bad blood there because he talks to all the princes all the time. They have their little lunches. Right. So the only other way I can see that going is him being telling all these guards, if they get captured, just tell them what they want to hear. They hate the king already. If you tell them it's the king, they'll believe you because they already don't like him. So I could see that going either way, but I do agree with yours as well.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's the only reason to have the bodyguard, the king's bodyguard, be with Wasin. Yeah. Would be.
But also for now we know where Kanin is. The tea stuff. Yeah. But I definitely see him being like, His Majesty would like you to do this, even though it's not him telling him himself, and then it would actually not be from him. Yeah.
Yeah. And so Kanin tries to plead with him. He's like, "Look, killing us won't do anything. This is not what you should be doing." And I was thinking about this.
He's like, what did we ever do to you?
But let's say Wasin succeeded and killed Ramil, Ava, and Kanin.
Yes.
No one would be king after.
That's what I'm saying. Was he trying to kill?
And then the whole the royal monarchy would fall.
Yeah.
And then maybe that'd be a good thing.
I mean, I'm all for no royalty, like or not. I don't really like royalty and their stuff because really royalty is kind of like in this kingdom they have more point to them. They act as like sort of a kind of addition to the government. Like they still seem to make laws and then the government tries to put them into action or something like that. But like other royal families and stuff like that, there's not a lot of point to them then anymore. They're just like a big staple. They're on all the stamps and all the money and there's no point there. But with this one there's point. So I would say I agree that's a good thing. However, if there's point, then that means the whole kingdom could fall. And they would have to restart again from a new governing body. Like it could be a very fragile system if you take down the main governing body.
But maybe it'd be worth it. I mean, we saw what everyone did before. Like they let fucking Wasin's wife die because each of them got something to benefit from it.
I fully agree. I fully agree with you. However, if we lose the main governing body, the whole place could slip into anarchy. Because the secondary governing body, which seems to be the government itself, would then have no prior governing body to report to and be like, what the fuck do we do? We're following these laws, right? Are we following these laws? They're gone. So now they gotta be like, we gotta make these laws ourselves. But they're like, okay, how about this one? And so they gotta set up an entire new system. And while they're setting up that system, shit could go down and people could die. People could die, people could get sick, hospitals could be overrun, systems will break down. That is my only problem with that happening. If they had no point to them whatsoever and they weren't the main governing body, I would agree with you. But I don't want other people that had nothing fucking to do with this to die because of it.
People have already been dying.
I agree.
And things have already been falling. But like all that stuff has pretty much already been happening, despite the fact they are still have the royal family stuff.
I mean, that's true. I agree with you.
So it's like, here's the thing. We're not going to get off this clean with everyone living and being happy. And it's kind of like, what's best for the future? And it's like, I personally think if the royal family disbands or gets shut down or taken down or whatever, yeah, there will be a rough time for a while. But once they rebuild out of that, I think that things will be a lot better than they are now.
I do say it should, I agree with you that it should go, but I think there should be a methodical way to it going. Like, they need to be, it's kind of like when you're taking drugs or medication or something like that. You cannot just quit cold turkey. So if they cold turkey take out the royal family out of it cleanly, it's going to have really bad withdrawal effects for the rest of the kingdom. However, if we taper it off just slowly, and there's a plan set in place to do that by the second governing body, then it's going to have a lot better of a transitional period than it would have if you just cut it right off. So I agree with you, it should go, but in a slow, methodical way with a plan.
I do agree with that, but also the fact that it is, if you did that slowly, people in the royal family would probably notice.
No.
They would, and then they would fight back.
I don't mean like that. I don't mean like that. Slowly, but with the knowledge of everyone involved. I agree that they will not want that, and they would.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They would fight back at that, but if there can be a way where we can shut down the powers of the current royal family, and have the people that are obviously better suited to making more rational decisions for the kingdom as a whole rather than selfish ones, like maybe the kids, or maybe Papa Prince, like Kanin's father, have someone there to kind of relegate stuff while it's slowly being shut down. I think that's a good idea. While the other fathers are just like cut off completely. You can cut some of them off completely, just have someone still there in royal power to slowly see things through. That's my thing. There'd have to be.
The thing is, based off these people, I don't think that will work.
Well, I'm not saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cut off the people and shut the people down. That definitely wouldn't agree with it. Take them out. Like, don't take them out. Like, don't kill them. But, like, They've done selfish shit. I'm sure that some of it's illegal. Toss them in prison. Toss.
But because they're royal family, it would never get out or never get back. It's like, it's one of the things where like you either have to do it like a clean cut or not at all, because they won't give up easily. And like and knowing the people in this show specifically, it would not be as easy as you make it out to be. While I do think that would be a good way to do it with these characters and these people, it would not go like that.
If we were to do a clean cut, I could see it in a way where like there's, you know, a revolution, revolutionaries take over the castle, people protesting take over the castle, overthrow everybody, that kind of thing. I can see that working in the favor of taking the royal family aspect out of the kingdom. But then after you do that, honestly, that could still work from my perspective as well. If you overthrow, if all these revolutionaries or people who are trying to overthrow the kingdom come in here, overthrow the royal family, now there can be someone there, whoever it is that's now overthrown them, that can oversee the end of the royal aspect of the kingdom as it is. Then they can taper it off. That's a clean cut, but also still a slow taper off from my perspective.
True, but because this was obviously Wasin doing it, it's that's kind of like a moot point because he's part of the royal.
Doesn't matter. If he's trying to end it, he's trying to end it. Whether you're royal family or not, if you're trying to end the royal family and you're in the royal family, your actions no longer show that you're royal family. You know, the actions are not that of a royal, so it doesn't really matter in my perspective if you're doing it from the inside or not. It's still trying to do the same thing. You know what I mean?
I don't know, because then it'd be like, what would he be, like king or prince or whatever?
Like, I mean, yeah, that it depends on his motives for sure. But I'm saying if anyone else does, like if the protesters outside decide they want a revolution, then yeah. But like,
but because we know it was Wasin doing this, it's it feels like different to me. Like
we know that he might want power. We don't know fully. Did he want power, or did he want to just get revenge on everybody in the royal family for killing his wife?
I don't know.
And we'll never know.
I guess it's up to that. Yeah.
We'll never know because.
Yeah. Anyway, then Ciudad shoots the king's bodyguard.
Yeah.
And this is where Ciudad and Kanin reunite.
Yeah.
They hug and they're like, hey.
Oh, I was so happy. I did not know I needed this as much as I did because I was really excited about it throughout the show, but like, oh my, it healed something in me. I was like, his dad, it's your dad. He's right there.
Yeah, and then Vadish holds Wasin at gunpoint. And he kind of breaks free, takes the gun, and fires. And we see that Kanin jumps in front of, Sharon jumps in front of Kanin to like hold him, and they're like the wide eye, like, did he just get shot?
1,000 fucking emotions went through my head. Okay, I was like, first I went, shit, Kanin got shot, but then I saw Sharon jumped in front of him. I was like, oh shit, Sharon got shot. And then they kind of looked at each other.
Then we see Wasin get shot.
Yeah, I thought.
Because Wasin actually gets shot.
Yes, Wasin gets shot. And I was like, oh, it was Wasin that got shot. But then they started looking around and I went, wait, someone else got shot. I was like, wait, Pseudo Dad got shot. And then I was like, I swear to God, I thought 5 people got shot all at once.
Yeah, because it was such like a slow, like long, prolonged thing. Oh. And ultimately, it was Chakri.
No, I will fight. I will fucking fight. I'm so peeved. Like, and he's already dead. I can't fucking kill him, like, for doing that. I can't kill Wasin for doing that.
Yeah, because Wasin's dead, the king's bodyguard's dead. Chakri is kind of a question
mark. I hope he's not dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead, Chakri. Oh my God, I'm gonna be so motherfucking mad, because he was so cute throughout the whole thing. He was on Kanin's side, ride or die. He was shipping them from the quiet corners and not being like, don't get together. He was helping them stay together even when they were apart. Don't fucking do that to me.
A part of me does want him to be dead.
Don't do
for the sole purpose of the fact that if we took out the 2 like quote unquote bad guys in this situation and no one from the quote unquote good side like got hurt or died or anything, I feel like that's a little bit like too easy.
Happy ending, fairy tale, woo.
No, fuck that. Like I want like as much as it would suck, I actually did really like Chakri. He's somewhere where he could die.
He was sad. He was painted as the nicest, purest character on the show, and I would be.
And that's why he would.
I would be very fucking upset if he died.
Because they knew that it would hurt.
Please don't do this to me next, Prince.
Well, that's the end of the episode.
We still have 2 episodes left. You never know.
That's true. 2 episodes left. Who knows?
We still need to figure out other shit. So, and I think we figured this out pretty well. I like our plan here.
The night of the the moms.
Yeah, the night of the moms. We'll call it that for now.
Sure.
I'll write out our theory on the board. I'll erase
everything pretty much.
I'll erase. I don't know what I'll erase. I'll reorg it because now our suspect list was now split into 2 because it's either like who did the night of the attack and Prince Wasin's thing. So I can kind of minimize the suspect list as to who would have been involved that night. We can erase very pointless shit that we know it's not going to be in 2 episodes, like the king's ex-lover or twin. Definitely not that. We can erase Papa Shark and the king's butler.
Unless we learn that the king's twin / ex-lover maybe told Wasin to do all this.
Twin / ex-lover.
Twin and or ex-lover.
No, erase one of those words. Twin or
ex-lover.
Please don't let it be and or.
No, twin or ex-lover said, I don't know,
we had enough
had a serpent bracelet.
I think we had a fucking enough twists. I really do. I think they're not gonna have.
Nah, there's still 2 episodes left. The competition still needs to go on. Shit needs to happen.
Here's the thing. I think there's no more. I think if they're twists, it's gonna be, ooh, this person's alive, or ooh, this person did it. I don't think it's gonna be like the king had an ex-lover and he was from the Slytherin clan. I don't think there's gonna be twists like that anymore. I think
I don't know. We found out that the king's bodyguard was was Wasin's wife.
That's why I'm saying there's no more. We got way too much shit in 1 episode, so we're not getting any more. I don't think. I think we're gonna get simple twists.
I would like to though.
Simple twists.
I would like more twists.
No, but we're not gonna. Simple twist.
Anyway, who's the MVP for this episode?
God.
I feel like it's kind of clear.
Yeah, it pretty much is. He's kind of orchestrated everything, and despite having died, he had a really.
I was gonna say pseudo-dad.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, me too. Actually, I was gonna say Wasin
because he's the one who revealed all this.
That's good play. He hid in the shadows and he did figure it all out. I was gonna say Wasin.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Wasin because shit happened to him and he said "fuck it, revenge," and he did.
But he died in the end.
True, but he
didn't succeed.
He tried his best.
He tried, but like that's like, you know, it's not A for effort. It's fucking A for results.
A for effort. A for effort. Woo!
I think Pseudo-Dad got the results.
He did, yeah. I will say
he was sent to figure out what happened the night Kanin and Sharon were attacked, and he did. And he revealed it to everyone.
He walked straight into that room in his formal wear, and he did it like without fear of being killed, like by whoever was hunting him down. He was just like, "Got it. Here you go." Like.
And then he also killed the king's bodyguard as well after he turned on them.
He did, and he was reunited with his son.
Yeah, he succeeded in all accounts, so I'm giving it to him.
Honestly, I agree. You know what? You're very right. I'm in.
Okay,
Go cool. Pseudo-Dad. I want to know what happens next so badly. Oh my fucking god.
Well, I'm gonna watch it right after
that. I want to, but I'm also doing other shit. I'll await your eagerly timed, like, all caps episode 13.
We'll see. I only did it for this episode because shit went down.
Yeah. This was fucking mental.
Whether or not shit goes down next episode, I have no idea. Maybe it'll be like a little bit of cooldown.
This hurt my brain. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's the penultimate, and usually the penultimate is when shit happens, or when sad shit happens. So that paints a more Chakri's gonna die picture.
I was gonna say, are we in like a 10 Chakri's funeral or something?
Oh, please no. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. I'm begging you, next Prince, don't kill him.
Anyway, join us next week for our recap of The Next Prince, episode 13.
Billy's making no such beg.
I kind of want him to die because then it's like, we lost someone.
Oh. I just don't want him to die. Also, can I make a point? So far, we've literally, the only thing we've heard about the King of Bujar is he's not nice to his son. And that's freaking me out a little bit.
I want the King of Bujar to show up, be like, "Excuse me, sir," and I don't know, do something.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, we only have 2 episodes left. If this motherfucker did something, we gotta find out, like, soon.
Well, we know Calvin was still in Emily this episode.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm confused by that storyline, and I want it to be played out fast, or else I'm gonna be even more confused when this ends, and why we learned. Maybe it was also just to send us into a tailspin, and give us another suspect.
But here's the thing, he's cast as a character, because his picture within the family tree.
He is. We're gonna see him, definitely.
And we did finally see Wasin's wife this episode in a flashback because she's dead. But we know the king's alive.
And I'm pretty sure Kanin's mom's on the tree. Is she?
Yeah. So we haven't seen her either.
So there's gonna be shit. We're gonna find shit out.
We're getting a flashback to that night.
Yes.
Is what that shows me. Whether she's alive or not, we are getting a flashback to that night to hopefully piece together what we hopefully already put together. But who knows? God,
I don't even know anymore. I'll rework the murder board so that we have our theory on it. Well, I'll put final theory on the in all quotes. So like I'll write it down and figure out what the fuck I can erase did Joe do it, because yes, indeed he did. But like there was also bigger forces at play, so I can erase that, and I can erase Mira because I would like to make an apology to Mira.
Yeah, no, she's pretty cool.
There's still 2 episodes left, but I know you didn't do it, and I would like to apologize. It wasn't I didn't think it. Billy talked me into it.
I suggested it because it was Joe and the archery and stuff, and she's good at that.
Yeah. Shit. All right. Well.
I don't know. Look. Everyone's guilty until proven innocent.
Okay. Yes. I thought
that's how we do things in the U.S.
Thought it was the
apparently.
Honestly,
apparently,
you're not fucking wrong. Apparently.
Apparently, that's how we do things here. So that's where my mind's at.
And that's why I'm fucking moving as soon as possible. Jesus
anyway, join us next week for our recap of The Next Prince, episode 13. We will see you all then.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.